Hi guys, this is Panthers. I'm back in another video, and today I'm going to be predicting who I think will win each game in Week 13 of the NFL 2020 season. And before we get into the video, I just want to let you guys know of a few things. First of all, I'm really sorry about this video being uploaded as late as it was. I could not be able to film this video until the earliest of Thursday because of the Ravens vs. Steelers game getting delayed until Wednesday, and then I've been very busy recently, so that's why this video is coming out so late. And also, I did want to let you guys know that the Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on their bye week, so we won't see any of them. But all the other teams are playing, and if there are any changes, I'll let you know in the pinned comment down below. And there is no Thursday night football game this week, so we're just going to get right into the Sunday 1 o'clock game. Let's get right into it. First, we have the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. So Falcons coming off that very big upset win against the Raiders at home. Saints coming off that win against the Broncos. I'm going to pick the Saints to win this game because the last time they played, the Saints played a lot better, and that still was with Taysom Hill. So I do think that the Saints get the win again here and take the season series. I just don't see the Falcons winning here, but there is a chance, but I just like the Saints' chances a lot more here. And I think Alvin Kamara will have a great game. I picked the Saints to win in Atlanta. Let's get into the next game. Next, we have the Browns taking on the Titans in Tennessee. So I'm going to pick the Titans to win this game because I just like how the Titans have been playing a lot better recently. Browns haven't been playing horrible, but barely beating the Jaguars. I think they should have destroyed them. Jaguars just got eliminated from the playoffs after that loss to the Browns, but that was a very close game, a lot closer than I think it should have been. So I'm going to pick the Titans to win this game. I just like how they're playing a lot more, and I think Derrick Henry has a great game here at home in Nashville. Let's get into the next Sunday 1 o'clock game. Next, we have the Lions taking on the Bears. Lions have not played great of late, getting shut out by the Panthers 2 weeks ago, and then on Thanksgiving Day getting destroyed by the Texans. So I'm just going to pick the Bears to win here. I know the Bears haven't been playing great either, but I just think that defense will slow down that Lions offense, and I just think the Bears offense at least gets a little bit going, maybe through the ground game with David Montgomery. So I am going to pick the Bears to win this game. Let's get into the next Sunday 1 o'clock game. Next, we have the Bengals taking on the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins win this game at home because the Bengals don't have Joe Burrow, and I just don't like how they played last week against the Giants without Joe Burrow, and I just don't think Brandon Allen could carry this team to a win against the Dolphins in Miami. But you never know. We'll have to see if maybe he can, because you never know with quarterbacks in the NFL. Sometimes these backups can play really well, but I just don't think it happens. Even if Tua doesn't start, which I don't believe he will, because I think he's still going to be injured, I still do think that the Dolphins get the big win here with Ryan Fitzpatrick and get another win on the season and keep their playoff hopes alive. So Dolphins get another win, Bengals take another loss. Let's get into the next game. Next, we have the Jaguars and the Vikings. Jaguars have officially been eliminated from playoff contention. So at this point, the Jaguars should be trying to lose out because they already got their one win, so they won't be 0-16. They should try to just lose out and get the best pick they can, number 1 or 2, depending on how bad the Jets do. I think that's the game plan. At least if I was the Jaguars, that's what I would be doing. Because if there's no chance of the playoffs, what's the point trying to play good? You might as well try to get a good draft pick. So I think the Jaguars will lose this game. Vikings get another win and stay in that playoff hunt, I think, in the wild card, which we'll have to see if they do make it. It's pretty close, but I don't believe they'll make it. But we'll have to see how the Vikings do because Kirk Cousins has been playing good recently, so we'll see if that continues. I picked the Vikings to win at home in Minnesota. Let's get into the next game. Next, we have the Colts and Texans in Houston. So I'm going to pick the Colts to win this game here because I just don't like how the Texans have been playing. I do know they had that really good game against the Lions, but that's because the Lions haven't really been playing that great of defense. That's why I think Texans did really good. I do think Deshaun Watson still has a really good game. It's just I don't think it's as good because they are playing the Colts, who have a better defense, and the Colts offense, I believe, is also better than the Lions in my opinion. So I think the Colts are a better team overall, and I think they're going to get the win here in Houston. So Colts get another win, stay for the race at number 1 seed, possibly if the Chiefs and Steelers can fall apart, but I don't think that'll happen. So I do think that they're still in the hunt to try to win the division. I don't think they can really have a chance at the number 1 seed, but you never know. There still is time left in the season. There could be collapses. I just don't see it happening. So Colts get another win. Let's get into the next game. Next at 1 o'clock, we have the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Jets in New York. So I do know the Raiders are coming off that embarrassing loss to the Falcons, but I am going to take them to beat the 0-11 Jets because I just don't like how the Jets have been playing of late, and I don't think this is their first win of the season. If they get any wins at all, I just don't see it being this. But you never know because they did have a good game against the Raiders last year. And the Jets just completely destroyed the Raiders. And the Raiders were still Oakland at the time, so they destroyed the Oakland Raiders last year, but now the Las Vegas Raiders. And I just don't think they do that again here. But you never know. We'll have to see. But I just think the Raiders get a win here and rebound after that embarrassing loss to the Falcons. Jets go to 0-12, only have 4 games left to try to get a win and not go 0-16. Let's get into the 4 o'clock games. First, at 4:05, we have the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. So I'm going to pick the Seahawks to win this game because Daniel Jones doesn't look like he's going to be able to play, but we are not 100% sure of that at the time of filming, but it does not look like he's going to be able to play. And I just don't think the backup in New York is going to be able to carry this team against the Seahawks because the Seahawks defense has been getting better as of recently, and they're getting a lot more players back and healthy. So I just don't think they're going to be able to do much against the Seahawks defense. Jamal Adams is starting to play pretty well for the Seahawks defense. And I think that Seahawks offense will play pretty decently with DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Russell Wilson. I just don't see the Giants stopping the Seattle offense. And then the Giants offense scoring against the Seattle defense that much. But you never know. We could have a surprise, but I just believe the Seahawks win this game. Let's get into the next game. And that game was in Seattle. Next, we have the Rams and the Cardinals in Arizona. So a little NFC West matchup here. So the Rams coming off a loss to the 49ers. Cardinals also coming off a loss to the Patriots. So I'm going to pick the Cardinals to win this game. I just like how the Cardinals have been playing very well this season. I know they did lose to the Patriots, but there was a missed field goal, so that's part of the reason. And I just think the Cardinals get a good rebound here and win the game against the Rams, and they get another win and try to stay in that division race with the Seahawks and Rams, all for that spot to win the division and not be the wild card team. So I believe the Cardinals get the win here at home. Let's get into the next game. Next, at 4:25 p.m., we have the New England Patriots taking on the Los Angeles Chargers in LA. So I'm going to pick the New England Patriots to win this game because I just don't like how the Chargers have been playing. Not that Justin Herbert's been playing bad. He's been playing great. It's just this team cannot really hold on to a lead for much time. They almost blew it to when they were playing the Jets a few weeks ago. They held on to that one, but other than that, they really haven't been holding on to their leads they create by Justin Herbert playing very well. So I just don't see them getting a win here. I think the Patriots get a win here, and Patriots try to fight for that AFC playoff. I don't know if they'll make it in, but I think they continue their fight here and get closer to maybe making it in. I'm going to pick the Patriots to win in LA. Let's get into the next game. Next, we have the Eagles taking on the Packers in Lambeau Field. So I'm going to pick the Packers to win this game because I do like how the Eagles played against the Seahawks, but I just don't think they go into Lambeau and beat the Packers because I just like how the Packers have been playing this season. Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers. Just that whole offense has been playing great. And then the Packers defense, I think, will be able to slow down Carson Wentz and the Eagles offense because Carson Wentz has really not been playing well this season. He might get benched for Jalen Hurts. We'll have to see. But he is in a bad division, so that's probably why they're leaving him as a starter because in the NFC East, they have a chance of winning it with only 3 wins on the season. But I am going to pick the Packers to win at home and stay in the fight for that number 1 seed with the Saints and others. I'm not going to name all the teams, but there's a lot of teams that are trying to fight for that number 1 seed right now, and I think the Packers stay in that hunt for the number 1 seed with a big win against the Eagles at home. Let's get into the next game. Next, on Sunday Night Football, we have the Broncos taking on the Chiefs. So I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win this game because I just don't like how the Broncos have been playing. I do know they didn't have any of their actual quarterbacks playing last week. It was a wide receiver on the practice squad who was a quarterback at college for some time at Wake Forest. So I know that's why they didn't really play too good last week. But I just don't think they're going to get the win here. The Chiefs are a very good team. Last time they played, the Chiefs destroyed the Broncos. And I think we have a similar result to that here in Kansas City on Sunday Night Football. So I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win. I think Tyreek Hill has another great game. Same with Travis Kelce and just this whole Chiefs team overall. So I am going to pick the Chiefs to win. Let's get into Monday Night Football. So the first game we have on Monday Night Football is the Washington Football Team versus the Pittsburgh Steelers at 5 p.m. Eastern. And the reason this game is happening is because the Steelers game happened on Wednesday, and they wanted to push this back from Sunday because they didn't think it was really fair for them to play then, so that's why it's pushed back to then. And I think that's the right decision by the NFL because you don't want to overplay your players. So that's, I think, why they're doing it. It's a great decision. 2 Monday football games. This one's not really a night game. It's at 5 p.m. Eastern. But I am going to pick the Steelers to win this game here because I just don't think football team wins. I do like how football team's been playing recently. I just don't think they beat the Steelers and give them their first loss on the year. But I would not be surprised if it happened. But I am going to pick the Steelers. I think they have a better chance of winning this one. Let's get into Monday Night Football. So we have the Bills taking on the 49ers at 8:15 p.m. on Monday Night Football. I'm going to pick the Bills to win this game because I do like how the 49ers played against the Rams. but I just don't think they get the win here, so I am going to pick the Bills. I think Stephon Diggs has a good game, and Josh Allen has a good game here, and the Bills just have a good game overall and win this game, but I do think it will be a pretty close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a blowout, but I just don't see that happening. And I am going to pick the Bills because I think they are going to be the better team here in State Farm Stadium, since they are playing in Arizona because they can't play in San Francisco right now, and get the huge win against the 49ers. And now let's get into Tuesday Night Football. So the original Thursday Night Football game that got delayed until Tuesday at 8:05 p.m., we have the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys in Baltimore. So I think the Ravens are going to win this game because even if they don't have Lamar back, I like how Trace McSorley was playing. RG3 was playing good, and then once he got injured, it was just hard because they can't really run the ball that much with Ryan Griffin, and that takes away his big threat, which is really why he was playing decently at the beginning of that game, and once he was playing injured, he really couldn't. But I think Trace McSorley has really good potential if Lamar isn't able to come back. And I just don't think the Cowboys have been playing that great this season, so that's why I just don't see them getting the win here. I'm going to pick the Ravens to win on Tuesday Night Football in Baltimore. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel down below, and follow me on Instagram because I make stories over there of news I don't get to up here because it's just too many videos. I wouldn't be able to make that many, but I keep you all up to date on NFL, NBA, NHL, and MLB news on my Instagram. I'll leave a link to that down in the description, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.